What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Merc with the mic, and bringing you another the Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm alongside my tag team partner, Louis Beans.
Tag me in. Tag me.
What's happening? What's up? What's up? We're on the road to Elimination Chamber next Sunday, so we're gonna go through the week of wrestling.
All right.
We don't have to do any reviews or anything like that. Quick note for a couple of news, updated news things. Rick Swann got released by WWE.
Okay.
So I was a little sad about that because.
Me too. Well, didn't they say didn't they try to make it political? Like they parted ways or something. They said it nicer, so it didn't seem so bad.
Well, I think everyone is making a big deal of all because he was innocent or something like that, but it was not nothing that had to do with it. At the moment, they're trying to relaunch 205 Live, and right now they don't have nothing for him.
Yeah.
So instead of keeping him, they'll let him go, let him do his thing, and then he has a good relationship. He can come back whenever he wants.
Yeah, that's always the good thing, is to end it on a good note.
Yeah. So that happened because he got cleared of all charges and everything. So that's a good sign for him at that point. But other than that, they didn't really have nothing for him. They're trying to redo a lot of things with this tournament and just re-establish 205 Live. A lot of the guys that have been there for a while, they're pretty much like losing the first round in the tournament, except for a few. So
I see that.
They're trying to build something. They're trying to build something new. Trying to get more new faces up there, so people can actually see and be invested into 205. So you see a lot of new faces. You see them trying, which is good.
I just want to say I hope it doesn't end up like 205 Live in the beginning, which was an awesome tournament, and then all the cool dudes disappear.
Yeah.
So I hope at least after this tournament is over, these cool dudes stay.
Yeah.
So then we can have a better show afterwards.
Yeah. So yes, I'm sad to hear Rick Swann go. I think he would have had amazing matches with some of the guys that are on 205 Live now. But hopefully he comes back later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, you want to know Hulk Hogan's asking price for New Japan Pro Wrestling is?
$5 million.
No, that's pretty high though. But no, he didn't ask that much. It's in the thousands.
Oh well, 500,000
for one appearance.
500,000.
$750,000 for one appearance in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man, that's not that much. I don't know. I know it's been a long time. I know it has, but
he was not going to wrestle.
It's just him showing up while he's still alive, dude. To a lot of people, to a lot of things that aren't me. Like the dude is an actual living legend. Like, wrestling wise, I may not agree with it 100%, but it is what it is.
All right. So conventions pay him about $50,000 to appear in their conventions.
Don't ask me why, but if he could get it.
Yeah. So I'm saying, for one appearance in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which probably be a bullshit spot, $750,000.
Is he gonna just leg drop and explode? Because I
don't know.
I hope. No. I hope whatever they have planned goes well. But listen, if you Hulk, we see what type of person he is now, right?
Yeah. So
if he's gonna if they're gonna give him that, he's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I don't think they're gonna give him that though.
Oh, but listen, I wouldn't be surprised, but. Oh, well.
That's too steep. New Japan is cheap.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, they ain't WCW. They ain't gonna pay you WCW prices.
Is Ted Turner still around?
He is. I don't think he's hand in hand with a lot of things in TNT and shit, but he's still around.
Somebody get big in his head on the phone.
Yeah, he just gave people money. Like, hey, you want money? Here, wrestle.
Yeah, not really good for a show, but because we know how that went down. I'm sure Booker T was fine being five-time champion, but Lord have mercy, how many iterations of the NWO were there? Like in that era of WCW.
Not including the cheap WWE one.
Ugh.
Booker T was part of the NWO.
Listen, when Jeff Jarrett became the quote unquote top guy, that's a problem.
NWO 2000.
Yeah,
that was silver and black.
Yeah, silver and black. I remember
the same
silver
color as Kevin Nash's hair.
That's the Scott Steiner era.
Was Steiner, Nash, Hall, Brett, and Jarrett.
You would think those names, it would have been great.
That was terrible. The only good thing out of it, Bret Hart got the WCW World Championship. That was the only good thing out of it. Other than that, they did terrible with Bret. They didn't know how to use Bret.
I think they've gone back many, many times, and I think between Bischoff and everybody else saying it was like, yeah, but it was just egos, man. Dudes didn't get along.
You know what's funny? Definitely you should check out this podcast with Talk is Jericho. Okay. With Dave Milzer. They talk about the screw job.
Okay.
They I think it's like 20 years anniversary of the Montreal Screwdriver or something like that. Mm-hmm. So they go in depth with it, and they talk a lot about the way Bret was feeling and how Bret was feeling and shit like that. Yeah. It was a good podcast. You definitely check it out. It gives you really good insight on like a non-mutual, not Shawn Michaels, not Bret's side, but a non-mutual side of everything happening on and shit like that.
All right, that's cool. That sounds cool.
That's really good. The other thing is, another thing with news, WWE is dropping the 2 pay-per-views events.
So, I don't mind.
So this is the difference, and a lot of guys are complaining on our board, the Wrestling Babble board on the Facebook. A lot of people are complaining, like, oh, a lot of guys are not going to get the time. My thing with this, one, they're adding an hour to the pay-per-view. So it's not like they're 3-hour pay-per-views. It's going to be 4-hour pay-per-views plus an hour kickoff, which you may still get 2-3 matches out of it.
Okay.
So they're going to treat these pay-per-views like how they treat SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. They're going to have that big viewership on it. So it's going to have both brands. But as long as I say they give even with the time, so each show gets 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and then they're going to squeeze in 205 somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Can't forget about it.
I think they'll be perfectly fine. But 205 will be with Raw, because they are with Raw, so they'll be part of their matches. But you'll think like they'll even it out 2 hours each, and they both have their matches and everything like that. It could be bad. It could be bad. It could be good. Depends on what they're doing. But it's more.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah.
Because they're hurting on the shows, like the SmackDown Raw shows. Like they're not selling out all the events, and then some of the pay-per-views are not selling out as raised as it is either. And honestly, a lot of people are like, "Oh, because it's SmackDown." So I was like, "No, it's actually not SmackDown."
If they got rid of, if they somehow lessened Raw, I think it would be better. As a tighter show, like maybe an hour, maybe a half an hour. But is it still the thing where they make so much money off of that?
Yeah.
Off of the hour?
Yeah. As long as they're with USA, they're going to keep it 3 hours because that's like a big chunk of their time slot that they make a lot of money off of. So they're not going to change anytime
for me, that's like the only cuts necessary because I don't know, somehow like SmackDown being a shorter show, it just really feels better. I don't know.
It's faster paced, so everything rolls on, and they seem to do a lot with the 2 hours too.
Yeah, that's true.
I give them more connected with that because they actually do more within those hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically
where I was welcome, you know.
So this will be after the Backlash pay-per-view in May. Wait, no, after Payback in May. Everything is gonna change, and all the pay-per-views are gonna be together.
Okay, all right.
So you're still gonna have Elimination, Fastlane, You have Extreme Rules and Payback, and then Money in the Bank is a dual pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So after Money in the Bank, I think everything is going to be dual pay-per-view.
Are they gonna switch out any and bring back some of the old
Um,
names or anything like that?
I think whatever we had already, so Backlash, No Mercy, Fastlane, Payback, Battleground, Extreme Rules, they all staying. TLC. It's just that they're just going to be both brands now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the other thing in the news that a lot of people are kind of skeptical with, but it's just more WWE is just doing the pay per views just one with both things. They're not ending the brand split. Brand split is here to stay. It's just more they're just adding they just put combining the pay per views, so there won't be as many pay per views.
Maybe there's a chance now that if they're combining, if they're having, you said most of them are brand or both brands, right?
Yeah,
Or no? Do they still have brand specific ones?
no, it's not gonna be brand specific ones no more.
No more. Okay. Now that they're both on the same shows, I guess now there's more room for them to do more competition between the two because it's felt like for a long time they dropped that.
Yeah, the only time they really do that now is with Survivor Series.
Yeah. So maybe now there's going to be more opportunities to bring that back up where you get maybe champion versus champion or something. And,
Yeah,
not do anything drastic like merge belts because they're keeping it separate, but just
yeah,
have one, and maybe add some other type of stipulation to the match where maybe maybe that's how you get to determine who headlines WrestleMania
yeah,
is champion versus champion, like which champion will be the one that headlines the show. So something. I
yeah.
don't know.
But we'll see it in the months. Right now, nothing really changes within the couple of pay per views coming up now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just I think everything after Payback, that's where it's gonna change.
yeah. So that's something long term. Okay.
Because they already announced that Money in the Bank is gonna be a dual pay per view anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now both brands get a chance to get the Money in the Bank instead of just one brand.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, if they keep this until next year, that would mean both brands get Elimination Chamber too.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, all for the news. That's pretty much what I got for the news. So what do you think of Raw this week?
I actually liked it this week.
That's good, Raw. Good matches.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite was actually the last match. I mean, I'm sure like you glad to see Seth Rollins doing something.
Yeah, I was saying that last podcast. Like they need to do something with Seth Rollins. He seems like he was out of it, and now he's in it, and now he's actually in the match. So I'm actually happy about that.
Yep, me too. Me too. A possibility of him going to WrestleMania. I think that's cool.
Taking Roman's spot again. The rest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm actually looking forward to this Elimination Chamber match. I think it's going to be a really good one. They have a lot of good talent in the match.
Yes,
So
I agree.
you're going to see some crazy shit in there.
I agree.
The build up for the women's one, what do you think of that?
I mean, so the next thing is supposed to be Nia Jax versus Asuka. When is that? That's Monday?
No, it's going to be Elimination Chamber.
Okay, so yeah, so it's also on the pay-per-view. And then they had the Bailey Sasha feud and whatnot. I mean, where do you see that going? I don't know their friendship is gonna be tested, or what's the deal there? I don't know.
I see one going heel. They haven't mentioned who's gonna go heel. I'm hoping Sasha, but Bailey needs something with her character to really build her. So I wouldn't mind Bailey going heel.
What do you think she would do? Would she wait, hold
know.
on? Would she do like you said about Shayna Baszler? She just takes steroids and turns into her.
Exactly.
Like
she
the
evolves.
Hulk?
She's a Pokemon. She evolves.
Oh, no, jeez.
She takes off the ponytail and then she becomes the Hulk.
All right. Okay. That's something different.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much.
But everyone is saying Sasha should go heel. Sasha is a better heel on the mic, but just better heel in general. So I wouldn't mind Sasha being a heel as well. But
I agree.
It all depends on where they're gonna go with it.
I mean, they haven't had a chance to have their takeover moment and or eclipse that takeover moment yet on the main roster, because it was, I forget, for a little while it was Sasha and Charlotte for a while.
Oh yeah, a whole year.
Yeah, so you kind of forget that. So sure. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the first women's elimination chamber. Nia Jax just attacking everyone now. That's pretty much what she's doing. She's coming out attacking.
I'm confused about her because people be cheering, but why do they still have her do squash matches? Because it makes her look like a bully.
Yeah. It's the whole Braun Strowman thing again.
Yeah, okay, how do you feel about it? Do you think the character should just stay the character, or do you think that WWE should not put them as, she'll just let them be who they are? Because why would you make her beat up a nobody? She could have had a regular match.
Yeah, at least be cocky with it too when she's doing it, not just be a beast. If if she's going against these little jobbers and shit like that, she should be really cocky with it. Like, you should just lay down and let me pin you because I'm just going to destroy you, kind of thing. Like, really show her cockiness that she's that confident to winning and shit. So, also, they should do something with Asuka in the Asuka way, as in she fucking puts a mask on the jobber or something like that, and then she attacks her. Things like that. Like, you have to really sell me her with the match and sell me her beating Asuka. And right now, you're just showing her that she's a bully and she just wants to fuck up people.
Okay, you make an excellent point. How is she ready for Asuka if she just beats up a no-name person?
Exactly. Yeah, excellent point. She hasn't fought anyone that gave Asuka an amazing match. She fought Miss Jill in the third role, generic woman number 4.
And the sad thing is the matches she had with Sasha were so long ago. It's like, well, that's not relevant.
Yeah, exactly. And she hasn't fought anyone else since. She beat up on Sasha and Bailey last match. That was about it.
Yeah.
But they're already fucked each other up as it is. Like, yo, you just attacked them because they're dumb already.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't. So that's what I'm saying. It just all seems confusing how they frame her. They don't even frame her so much as a bad girl anymore. Like, if you listen, they don't really talk about her as like a monster unless she does something. But she's not coming off evil or not evil, but just not mean.
Exactly. Like, what I would have done.
Just a bully.
She's not really doing any promos or anything towards Asuka. She's not showing that she has beef with Asuka, that she's gonna beat her. She's not gonna dominate her. I would have had her jump in Asuka's match and take one of her masks. After she took that mask, every jobber she fought, she put that mask on and destroyed them with.
Yeah,
it shows that she wants her. It shows she wants to destroy her, and she's acting like that's her. In that sense, so basically, it'll make it like it's selling wise. It'll make it look like she wants to kill her, kind of thing. But in general, like, you need to build that. You have to build that match, and you're not. They are not doing nothing good. And this is my problem with Raw, is the lack of story. They have good matches, but lack of story, which really hurts me. Trying to build up into this pay-per-view, I'm just like, these matches are there. What is for? Nothing? What's the point? So that's my big thing with Raw right now, is the fact that there's lack of story or lack of consistency with story.
Oh, you know what? Okay, here's the thing I kind of really like about SmackDown is that they didn't have to go with that Daniel Bryan to go with Daniel Bryan's way with the 2-on-1 type of stipulation, but that's one of those things that Raw is missing, is a weird stipulation. You know what I mean? Like, non-traditional stuff.
Yeah.
Because normally you get a hardcore match if they have one, or it's just, regular matches.
Yeah.
So it doesn't break up the monotony of just, okay, these guys are fighting, but like you said, what's it all about?
Exactly. And this is my other thing, is the fact that with SmackDown on the other hand, they have consistent story. They have less time, but a consistent story that it makes you want to wait. You can't wait to the next one because you want to see what's going to happen in the next pay-per-view and shit. I'm more excited for Payback right now than I am for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, me too.
Because the way they're building the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Even fucking Orton and Bobby Roode, I'm like, all right, I could see that. I want to see that match.
Yep.
So they doing it that one, and I think the fact that they're more consistent with their story, they keep it going, and they always make sure that story is being built during SmackDown and Raw. They try to tell a story, but it is never consistent. They forget they're in a storyline, or they forget that they were telling a story, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have these two fight because.
I'm just gonna point this out. It's very odd that Bray Wyatt had beef with everybody in that match.
Yeah,
and it just like he never brought it up.
Yes,
he said like maybe one thing about Seth Rollins. I think. Yeah, like
that's my thing. Also, that I feel like Raw did. They kind of missed cues in certain things, like Seth Rollins Roman Reigns tag team like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why did no one ever mention that they were tag team champions before?
I have no idea.
They were tag team champions when they were the Shield. It was Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
And okay, can you clarify this? Had they said something, would the belt have gone to Roman if Jason Jordan like stepped out instead of being like, not there?
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Because they're a 3-man unit, or no?
Yeah, it was Roman Reigns would have won the belt.
Yeah.
He fought in his place.
Yes,
but
so.
Like there was no mention of them being tag team champions or who they beat for tag team champions or nothing like that. They talked about Dean Ambrose not being there and he's the only one that was a tag champ. They're like, no, Roman Reigns and Seth were tag team champions before. Why didn't talk about that? Why didn't bring that up? Because it brings consistency to the story and why they're working so well together.
True enough. You're right.
But this is the same thing with the women's division. Like they're trying to, like with Alexa Bliss with the whole Kurt Angle thing. I love the promo. Then her like kind of humping Mickie James just to get her on her side works for her character because he's trying to manipulate her into helping her out and during the fucking Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing things like that, and I'm fine with that. And that's that storyline and everything like that. I didn't mind her fighting Absolution, them getting some wins and stuff like that. But you also got to treat her as a champion also and not have her lose all the time.
Yes, that makes sense. Like, people have to be powerful to be champion in some way, right?
Yeah, and she's been champion for, like, she hasn't defended the belt, but she has been champion for about 7-8 months. So you got to really show her that why she is the champion as well.
Mm-hmm.
But goes with Nia Jax. Nia Jax is right now, she's just pointlessly fighting people and not having a purpose of why she's fighting people. Yes, she's fighting Asuka, but like a few minutes before, I had to remind you she's fighting Asuka in the pay-per-view. You understand?
Yeah, true enough.
So it
I
hurts.
thought I was just going to be on a show. Like, yeah, it doesn't seem that special. It's like, it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. For build up ends up, giving you a flat response. Exactly. I mean, I hope the match is good though. I mean,
me too. I witnessed Asuka German suplexing Nia Jax. So.
Also, I mean, this is the sad part about them not being able to acknowledge NXT is this the fact that they can't acknowledge too much what they did. Like all these women fought each other.
You know what's funny is that they you know who does it a lot? Corey Graves. Corey Graves usually highlights their NXT times. Like during Asuka's match or Nia Jax when she came in, he did mention that her and Asuka had some crazy matches in NXT. Mm-hmm. He has mentioned it. He's probably the only one that mentions NXT.
But you by telling that like accuracy right there, it makes the other commentators just look more like they don't even listen to what he's saying sometimes.
Yeah.
It just goes in one ear and out the other. Because if you listen to Michael Cole only, you would get no like sense of anything that these people did before they got here. You just hear like they were a great NXT, blah blah blah, and then you never hear who they beat or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird, but yeah, Corey Graves does point that stuff out.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't like Coach back that much because he's kind of clueless. at
Okay.
times.
Okay.
Compared to at least Booker T sounded crazy, but at least he made sense for the most part.
He was like Dusty Rose type of crazy.
Exactly.
Where
Like,
he's just saying stuff. He knows what he's saying, but you don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, so like I don't know, but
Also,
those are my
an
things.
amazing podcast this past week with Sam Roberts.
Yeah,
like that dude he's a funny guy. Booker
yeah.
T is a funny guy. And they had that whole Corey Graves Booker T thing.
They ribbed him. They ribbed everybody.
Yeah, it was turned out they was just BSing.
Yeah,
and
they were just cracking jokes.
Serious. Yeah,
exactly. And they wanted to see how far it goes, so basically they kept working it.
Oh man, people need to relax.
Because like I was saying like a couple of weeks ago too, like Corey Graves really praised Booker T. Like Booker T taught him a lot backstage and shit like that. And all. So I was like, I really doubt that's really true, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And I listened to the whole interview and it was hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah, so Monday Night Raw again. Raw been consistently good with matches. Story wise, it's not really there. I wish it was better in that sense.
Also, I just want to state that Kurt Angle is probably like the most ineffective GM. He kind of just stands around and says stuff. It doesn't feel like he's a character. He's just like a dude in a suit that shows up.
Yeah, he just sweats for no reason. Like, what are you doing?
Well, look, you see how hard it is for him to stand?
Yeah.
Like, give him a break, man. Give him a break. Like I know they cut in close when he's on screen because they don't want to show how he looks like he has Rock'em Sock'em Robot legs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I have he's becoming like, all right, who's the next GM? All right, going from Raw to SmackDown. SmackDown has more consistent story. They building a lot of storylines. They're building a lot of characters. They're building a lot of things in the show. They had some good matches with Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn. I like both matches a lot.
Yeah, me too. Besides like NXT, like those two matches were like my matches of the week. Like those were really good. They're
really good. Sami Zayn just like I liked his heel stepping up in the matches. Like he's doing things more like devastating, more powerful. And I like the fact that he's been ending matches with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
And it looks like he's been trying to go for the what's the brainbuster on the turnbuckle. It always looks like he's trying to do it, but he never gets up there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is that Dark Sammy?
Yeah.
Is this the reign of Dark Sammy?
I like heel Sammy. I really like heel Sammy.
Yeah, me too. I mean, listen, if it was up to me, I'd let him get the belt.
Yeah. I
would.
Me too. I'm all for him winning the championship. But two great matches from Corbin and Kevin Owens. Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, both really good. We got a build up of the Bobby Roode, Randy Orton going for the U.S. title, which is probably the only title he hasn't won yet.
Yeah, they made mention of that. You're right.
And Jinder Mahal coming out and
crashing the party or whatever. Yeah,
being Jinder Mahal.
I mean, a little better. I mean, now he's not really making any bad jokes. He's just saying things kind of angrily.
Yeah, like always.
Yeah, so I mean, he's doing what he's doing. He's not bad right now.
We had some good tag team matches with the New Day and Shelton and
oh my goodness, yo, why is Kofi so good? Why is Kofi so good?
Yeah, I like that. I liked that match a lot. Again, shows New Day. New Day's a main event tag team, no matter what.
And kudos to Gable for getting Big E up.
Oh damn, that's just mean.
Wow. Every time he does it, it's so smooth.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it. Oh,
I think the craziest one he did was to Aiden English.
Yeah, because he's so light.
Yeah, he flung him, and it looked like Aiden English almost died.
Well, I mean, he did his job well then.
Yeah, The one thing I'll say with SmackDown, I'm tired of 6 women tags. Can we
This
stop?
is true. Yeah.
I liked the match between Charlotte and Logan. Thought it was a good match. But now we're gonna get another 6 women tag match.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
need
right.
that. Yeah.
You know what I liked about the Sarah Logan match though? Just to point out a little highlight. It was just like of all three of them, like the thing I kind of really like about these the two groups, Absolution and the Riot Squad, is that the members all like feel different. They don't really feel like generic wrestler numbers. Like they don't feel like the jobbers.
Yeah.
Which could, it could be like some of the girls you would think, oh, they're not ready, but like they all have a different style. I mean, and that stands out.
And they're all getting better too. Because even Liv Morgan showed something like 2 weeks ago. Like I was like, all right, Liv, you're getting better.
I like that she's getting better in the ring. Like she's not just a cute character; she's actually trying to get better in the ring.
Exactly. So I appreciate that and like that. And then I like Ruby Riott. I think she's great in the ring. Sarah Logan is I think she's the underrated one of the team. You haven't really seen much of her, but she's really good. And then like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, they all both improving.
Yeah, they're both really good. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where they go and more to them. But yeah, we had a good match between Charlotte and Sarah Logan, but now we're gonna have a 6 women tag again on next SmackDown.
I mean, can we just also, just a little bump at SmackDown for lack of some consistency? Like, listen, hey, we just had a Royal Rumble, and Becky was kind of like, she was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like to Naomi.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks before, right?
Yeah.
So like they're not like remembering anything they did to each other. I mean, that kind of made me go, hey, wait a second.
That's the other thing. Like after the Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble should have started some rivalries on its own because of people getting eliminated and stuff like that, friends eliminating friends, things like that, and you could easily adapt that to other things going forward. So thing with Becky Lynch. I want Becky Lynch to go heel. Like she needs to change something with her character, and I think she's the heel that SmackDown needs right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was the moment when she was gonna start.
Me too. It was like suplex her.
Yeah.
And she didn't. It made me sad. Like, come on, Becky. How much are you gonna be a sidekick? Stop being a sidekick.
True
be
enough.
Batman.
True
no
enough.
one wants to be Robin. Be Batman.
No, be Batwoman because she has red hair.
There you go.
Yeah. So
exactly. Be the leader, not the follower.
Yeah, but I mean, at least there hasn't been a dip in quality. Because what was the reason she was off TV for a while? Was she hurt or something?
Movie. She did Marine 6.
Oh yeah, that's right. Has anybody seen that? Is it good?
It hasn't come out yet.
Okay, it's not, but it was not like straight to.
It's straight to DVD, but it hasn't come out yet.
Got you. All right.
I'll watch it. I actually liked it. I liked the Miz Marines movie, so I'll watch it.
He has how many now? 3?
He's been in 3.
Okay. All right.
No. Yeah, he's been in 3. So he's been in there since 3 because Ted.
Yeah, wasn't Ted DiBiase Jr. in 1?
He did part 2, and then Cena was 1.
Cena, which one was Randy Orton? Wasn't he? Oh no, he didn't get to do 1.
No, he was in 12 Rounds.
He did a different movie. Yes.
He did 12 Rounds too.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the sequel to 12 Rounds. That was Randy Orton.
Was that any good?
No. One with Dean Ambrose was good though.
Okay.
That's another thing. Dean Ambrose was really missed.
I could say that. Yeah, I could definitely say that.
I miss his craziness.
I think things would have been different if he had, they would have had the belts.
Yeah, they would have been.
I just thought about that.
I think they would have still been part of the tag team division.
So
or they probably would have had the heel turn already.
What do you mean for Dean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it looked like that was the direction they were going. I think Dean was gonna go heel this time.
But you know what? Let me just put this out there. Since the Shields formed, they haven't done anything that I felt has been like as groundbreaking as when they originally formed.
Yeah, because they all nowadays they're all 3 different individuals, and then I like the fact that they're all cool with each other. And that's how they do the Shield. It was not like we're gonna take over everything. No, we're cool again, and so we got each other's back, and that's pretty much how they did it.
But I don't want them to break it up. That's what I mean. Like they haven't gotten to be back for a while.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
I see Dean doing something really big when he returns. He should be returning by SummerSlam.
Okay.
So I could see him being the one to really turn things around.
Okay.
So we have that. What else do we have? 205 Live.
Yeah. Again,
205 Live.
Good matches on 205 Live.
Yeah, if you're not watching the 205 Tag Team Tournament, you should. The match has been great. Every single match has been great. I liked Gulak. I like Gulak a lot. I like the Gulak in the tournament, the first tournament. So I was happy to see that old Gulak back and that fucking Dragon Sleeper, man.
He's such a. Is there like a thing? Is like him, like Pete Dunne, and all those William Regal-esque people? Do they all like just meet up and go into a pit somewhere?
Yes, that's
and
how
just learn how to fight, because like they're all so like they know how to escape moves and make it look good, where they counter your holds and stuff. Like I don't understand how some people have regular wrestling matches and then there's people like Drew Gulak that doesn't get any shine. I don't get it. So,
because he's not a flashy wrestler.
I know, but like he's like Dean Malenko in them. It's like if you look at the actual wrestling, it's like holy shit, they are doing some stuff.
That's who I would compare Drew Gulak to.
Okay. All right.
I would compare him to Dean Malenko.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because he could wrestle a cruiserweight match, but I think his technician side is what really sells him.
Yeah. Also, I do like how the commentator made note of him doing the drop kick and tried to make a big deal. Yes. Nigel wasn't having it, but that was hilarious. See, that's the kind of consistency, even in the stupid stuff, that I like.
Yeah. But 205s, if you're not watching, definitely watch now. The tournament is working, I think, for it. They just have been incredible matches, 2 matches each show, and they've been amazing matches. They're giving the guys time. They're giving the guys a lot of ways to like get the crowd going.
Also, they're giving them motivation. What's the GM's name?
Drake Maverick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How could I forget that? That's an awesome. An awesome bad name.
Yeah.
But like him chewing them out, I think really does help.
Yeah, he kind of puts himself in the story, and a story of just trying to get everything back to what it was when it first came out, and I like that. I was like, all right, I could dig that.
Can I just say that was the best Tony Nese match since Tony Nese has been there. Like since the last really good match. I think he had a really good match with Tozawa.
Yeah. And he had a great match with TJP.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a while since we saw that Tony Nese.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony Nese is really good. I could see him a future cruiserweight champion. He just got to get somewhat better on the mic and stop whining, or get a mouthpiece, get a girl to come out with him, because he's I think that would work. Like, get him a valet.
Yeah, even if it was just a small dude, it's something different. Somebody who could really
his body oil guy.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? There you go.
And just have him sell him.
You know what? This is unfortunate, but maybe he has to not have his cruiserweight dream. He becomes a member of Velveteen Dream's entourage, and it's like him, and you get like two. Yeah, just a bunch of like, but they have to be really muscular dudes to like be on his squad.
Yeah.
I don't know, when you said the oil guy, that just made me think of that. It's like, man, okay, he could be with Velveteen Dream now.
Yeah. But 205 been really excellent. Mark Andrews and Tozawa had a really good match. And Bruce and Gulak. Last week we had Roderick Strong and
Kenta. I can't remember.
Tommy. Hideo
Tommy.
So you've been having very consistent and great matches on every 205 Live. So definitely stay tuned to it because it's been really good. You got the debut of Buddy Murphy into 205, which I'm kind of excited to see him.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him in live shows, and he's quite good.
Before he wasn't on like episodes of NXT, he was actually like, I think he was like slimming down.
Yeah.
And like, so you could tell like this was a long long in process. So.
Yeah, and he has kind of a cruiserweight style, but he could adapt to a technician. He could adapt to a mat wrestler as well. He's really good. He's a former NXT champion, which no one will say that he was. That's Alexis Bliss's fiance.
Okay, gotcha.
I think he has a really good look. As long as he can bring in the ring, I think he'll be perfectly fine at 205. I think he's fighting Jack Gallagher.
Oh boy, I wonder what's gonna happen after he got talked to last week.
Yeah, he's gonna come back in his underwear.
I mean, listen, if it gets him wrestling like as good consistently as it was before, fine, no problem.
He again with Jack Gallagher, he needs to use that headbutt as a finisher.
Yeah,
that headbutt is lethal. And then did
he stop doing the running drop kick too?
Yeah.
Who
else? It's Mustafa Ali versus. I forgot who he's fighting. He's fighting someone next week as well.
He's not fighting Cedric yet, right?
Huh?
He's not fighting Cedric, is he?
No, he's no. Cedric already had his match.
No, I know, but like. So Mustafa didn't have a match at all. You're right. I'm thinking he's on his second one. No.
If Mustafa Ali is not against Jack Gallagher, someone's fighting Jack Gallagher. I forgot who, but I know Buddy Murphy debuts, and then Gallagher and Mustafa have a match. So maybe it's against each other, or
no, it's Arya Daivari.
Daivari, okay.
He's fighting Daivari. That's what it is. Okay.
So we got some good matches going for 205 Live. Again, stay tuned in, watch it. Give it ratings because then we'll get some good matches through this, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
And maybe this could lead into developing more for this brand if they could get this shit just actually be consistent.
I mean, what do you think is another thing they need? I think just letting them have as many dudes.
I think what they needed was someone to run it. They needed that authority figure because it was like, all right, how these matches are made.
They just walk in the back. They look at a board.
Yeah. So I think they needed that authority figure, and I think that's perfectly fine. Now now you can easily develop stories, and then maybe if all these guys are staying up there or staying now, maybe you could add a tag team division as well.
Sure enough.
But other than that, we're going to have some amazing matches, more to come for 205 Live to WrestleMania. So watch the tournament. It's really good.
Yes, I agree. That's also another great thing is that, they have an end goal at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Another thing I liked, and I've been liking this more than I thought I would, is the Mixed Match Challenge.
Okay. So you said last week was who?
This week was, this week was Rusev and Lana versus Elias and Bailey.
Okay. Now, could this be a part of Bailey turning heel? Is that she's hanging out with Elias?
No.
Is he corrupting her?
Not really.
Because I saw a picture like she was wearing a jean vest.
Yeah. They had some good promos. Like between them two, they had good promos. Like Rusev playing the guitar, singing "Lana's the best."
Okay.
Lana did really good in this match for what she could do. She's still not that great in the ring, but she did pretty good just selling her and her wanting to win. And she was like yelling because she was not getting pinned and shit like that. So I didn't mind that at all. They both Rusev and her had matching gear, which I appreciate.
Okay, that's cool.
So it was a good match.
Is this the first official time that her and Rusev have been together since they've been in SmackDown?
In a ring together as a tag team, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because she don't manage him no more.
Yes, that's true. This is true.
Yeah. So yeah, and I like the fact that they letting Lana get better. They letting her wrestle. I think she could be a great character as long as you give her time to learn the ring. If you give her the time, I think she could be a great heel, a great face because she could talk.
Yeah, actually, yeah, really, really, really good.
Yeah,
She's probably one of the best female superstars they have on the mic.
Yeah, besides Alexa's probably number one. She's up there.
And I don't know what Oscar does. I don't.
Oscar, you know what? Oscar says enough that you know she's gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, I know. I just think that it's funny. It's like, oh, I know what she's saying, but like, it's just funny because she just screams at you.
I know. I'm like, damn, she's gonna kill her. I don't care what she said. She said something about her mama.
I was just like, man, they ain't teach her communication skills wherever she came. Yo, why she's so angry?
She looks like she'll bite you.
Yes. Why? I don't know why, but I agree with that.
Like she'll bite you really hard.
Mm-hmm.
For no
like
reason.
You tried to give her like a Twinkie and she bit you.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
She just looks like she'll bite the shit out of you.
But that means she likes you.
That's not apologize. Yeah, not apologize either. She just smile at you after she bit you. Like it's normal.
Yeah, the smile means she's okay. She's okay with you.
Fuck you up. Yeah. But yeah, the mixed match. Surprisingly, I've been liking the mixed match challenge. If you haven't watched them, they're on the network. You can watch them on the network.
Mm-hmm. And they do actually host them. Is it like for a week, or do they keep them on Facebook?
They still keep them on Facebook, but WWE puts them also on the network.
Okay, cool.
A lot of people don't watch it on Facebook.
Understood. I mean, I wonder why not. That's pretty easy too.
Yeah, I just hate the fucking. Even though you gotta take it out, you still see it like in subtitles. So I just wait.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. So next NXT.
Yes. Oh man.
Amazing beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, middle. A bad ending.
And then they had a. Oh, you didn't like the confrontation? No. I
like Harry saying. That was it.
No, not that. Oh no. I was talking about the other confrontation, not the Ember Moon and Steroid Bailey fiasco. No, not that. No, I was talking about Aleister Black and
that was in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Aleister Black and Killian Dane. I did like that. I think they're gonna have a good match. They have history with each other in ICW in London, so I think we're gonna have a good match between them two.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Great match between Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong.
Oh, that was an amazing match. See, why is Roderick Strong so good though?
He's just going everywhere, just like wrestling a hell of a match.
He's like, I think I said Superman, but maybe he's like the Captain America of wrestling. Kurt Angle's done, so now he's the Captain America of wrestling. Because everywhere he goes, he's just really, really good.
Yeah,
undeniable. Why don't they give him any belts though? He got a baby.
You know what's funny? I think he is gonna win the cruiserweight title.
He's got a family. He
got a family to feed. It's the same reason why they don't give Heath Slater a belt.
Oh shit!
Well, he did have a belt.
Not for long.
And then he bought a pool.
Oh, did you think they didn't like that?
No, I didn't like that.
Because he was living in a trailer with a pool. What?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Priorities.
Yes. But the amazing match for Roger Strong and Pete Dunne. I want to see Pete Dunne more on a weekly basis. He's just so good.
Is there still any word on when the UK stuff is going to come?
No, not right now, especially with a lot of the things. They kind of trying to save money in certain things. And
I see.
And then it's also looking like Triple H is going to start taking control of everything very soon.
So that means, this has not already happened, right? These new changes to the graphics and things are not Triple H?
Well, no, they do it every year. They change it up every year.
Okay.
And then they change it up they change it up after Rumble and they change it up usually after SummerSlam.
Okay, just making sure.
But Triple H is taking over. He took over 205 already, so that 205 is his now.
Now,
and that's why like
is it starting like as of like last week, or is it since like Drake Maverick has been there?
Since Drake Maverick been there.
Okay, all right.
He also is in charge of SmackDown for the most part. It's his NXT team that does SmackDown.
Now, has that been for a while? And
It's
maybe
been
that's why it's
been
been
for
somewhat
quite
good.
some time. It's been like for quite some time.
Now, is that an indication that it's a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure because I don't know how people are feeling about Triple H. Like you always see jokes about Triple H, but you never really get honest opinions about how people really feel about what he does.
Yeah. I feel Triple H taking over it'll be a good thing. It gives a new look on things because he sees wrestling a lot different than Big Man does. As
Yes.
in, you can see what he does with NXT. You see how he sees wrestling.
Yes. Okay.
And he will have his favorites. Everyone does, but I think in his mind, I think he knows what he wants to do with. I think he already has a plan, and then he has this NXT team coming up and going to start running the whole thing.
Now I wonder because NXT for the most part is so grounded in like grassroots rivalries and stuff.
Yeah,
because mostly everybody, just about everybody, you could trace lines back and forth to who's rivals and whatnot on NXT. Do you think that it will be the more prominent, way things are handled? It's going to be more of a rival show because, like, we know Vince is crazy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose all that nutty stuff.
But then also Vince is crazy, but he's also a genius when it comes to it too.
I know, but that's what I mean. I don't say that as a bad thing. Whenever I say Vince is crazy, that means I love him because he was the only man who let fucking Braun Strowman do the dumb shit he does. It's like Braun Strowman should be dead. Okay, like realistically, the things that has happened, he should be dead, or he should have murdered someone else. So, what I'm saying is, do you think they're gonna tone that stuff down, or like not go with any of that stuff anymore?
It depends. It depends on how they see everything. It's gonna be hard to sell until you actually see what it is when he takes over. I don't see him doing a lot of things to change, but I think story wise, I think he's gonna be more simplified with it.
Okay, I mean, as long as he is consistent like SmackDown, listen, I'm all for it.
Because what Triple H's do is he's gonna bring his personal dudes up. They're gonna do both. They're gonna do both shows. You're gonna have Albert, Regal, and whoever's down there still running NXT. So I think NXT is still in good hands no matter what. The main roster is going to be in good hands no matter what. I just think it's going to be more consistent and simple stories. I think nothing really crazy, but what you see wrestling for, good matches and somewhat a good story.
Yeah. Also, I still kind of like some of the dumb stuff too.
Yeah, you have to have that again because it's not wrestling is not reality, so you're gonna have them crazy ass things as well. I just hope they don't rely on the older guys as much as they do for the big shows. That's
true enough. True enough.
Yeah. I think you have the talent, build the talent, and make them the main show, and not having had to get the Rock come back or Taker to come back on his fucking broken hip and things like that. You don't need that.
Listen,
you have enough talent to make something out of it.
I'm all for it because like the lesser stars now, like I'll say like Dana Brooke and like Emma, they were handled way better under Triple H.
Yeah.
And some people don't have their roles, and hopefully they'll be able to find them under him. So
yeah,
like maybe they're not as good as maybe Apollo isn't as good as he is now, but under Triple H maybe he could find a better thing to do, or a little tweak to his style, and maybe he'll get some advice or something. Maybe
when Triple H comes back, we see Neville the way we want to see Neville.
Yeah, I would love that.
So I'm really hoping and really have a good positive view on what he's gonna do. Don't expect it anytime soon. I say it maybe after WrestleMania. You see like a slow takeover soon.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because McMahon is going to be focused on that XFL. WWE still his baby, but he's gonna be focused on making a football league, and Triple H is, I think, the perfect man for the job.
I mean, he's proved himself so far, right?
Exactly. So I'm all for it. I hope he does it well, and I hope he does things smart and he keeps things rolling, because Vic McMahon, if you love him, hate him, he's been doing this for over 30 years.
Longest running was an episodic television show. They just had a celebration.
And it's not, and honestly, it's hard to write for a show that runs every week. It's always gonna be the bumps in the road, because you have to write new content every week.
Mm-hmm.
All these TV shows, all these movies, TV shows are 22 episodes, and then you have a big ass break.
True.
This runs all fucking year, every year, for the last 25 years.
I mean, listen, some people may pretend they don't understand that, but like they know. They should.
And then if you ever look at it, I love the Attitude Era. I understand the Attitude Era. I like the Ruthless. I actually felt Ruthless Aggression Era was slightly better than Attitude Era. Match wise and talent wise.
I mean,
but
I'm not gonna disagree, because that was Kurt Angle.
Attitude Era, yeah. But the Attitude Era, the big things with the Attitude Era was you had your big. One thing I loved about the Attitude Era is the fact that you had like maybe 7-8 guys that could run with that WWE title.
Yeah, it was diverse cast of people, and they were all different too.
Yes, and I think that's what they had to get back into.
Mm-hmm.
The mid cards weren't the greatest, but they did have like a series of guys always going for different belts. So that's where they had to really start getting at and stop doing the same matches over and over again.
I agree.
So
let me see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much. Because before you go, I just want to say, like, what you say is on point, but the one thing that I think they can learn from, maybe they can learn going forward, is just you got to use more than just the people that you like. I don't know. It just seems like you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to call favoritism on anybody, but like there's some people there now. I don't mean after the Triple H thing. I mean now that it just seems like, how many chances do they have to keep getting to get belts and all that stuff? And it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have to start establishing new stars. You have to start establishing and make these stars a household name, and stop giving some of the spotlight to the guys that are not there all the time, or the guys that been there already. You can add them on down the road, but they don't have to be part of these big things. Like John Cena does not need to be in this Elimination Chamber. I like John Cena. I don't mind John Cena, but he does not have to be there.
When do we think he's gonna retire?
I don't think, you know what? I feel like as long as he could go, he's going to do it as much as he can. He's just not going to do it as much as he used to do it.
Because honestly, this time around, I feel like he might hang it up.
Yeah.
I'm not predicting anything, but I just have this feeling that he might hang it up. Like, this might be his last WrestleMania, period.
I feel, again, like if he still could go, he will still do it. As long as he has a story and something going with it, he will go with it. I think nowadays he should be establishing guys instead of going over on guys. Even though he should win at times, there should be a certain point then he loses as well.
I mean, leading up to, he's been pretty okay. He's been about 50%. Win loss with these new guys like Finn Balor and stuff. So I mean,
like I was surprised Dean Ambrose got a win over him when he was the champ. That was like the best one for me. And to this day, that's probably one of my best promos against John Cena. Like, it's hard to promo against John Cena, but I think Dean Ambrose probably did one of the best ones.
Okay. You didn't like any of the stuff between him and Seth Rollins though?
I liked him and Seth Rollins, but I think Dean Ambrose was just a real fucking promo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, if go back to Cena, Rollins, Ambrose cuts promo on Cena.
Yeah.
And see how real he got with that promo. You're like, damn.
Was that before he?
That was when he was WWE champ.
But I'm saying was that before the Stone Cold podcast, or was that after?
That was after.
Okay, all right.
And that was during the beginning of SmackDown, the brand extension.
Yeah, because I was like, wasn't he the champ of?
Yeah, he was WWE champion.
Yeah, he was SmackDown's champ. Yeah,
but he went through all his things, the hustle, loyalty, and respect, and he said something about each one.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
his promos were so good. Dean Ambrose, you're missed. The Wrestling Babble podcast loves you.
I'll probably put that in the show notes then.
Yes,
find that promo on YouTube.
Yes, good promo. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. So we're gonna go that long.
All right.
This is the Wrestling Babble. Find us on Facebook on the Wrestling Babble page. We just hit over 165 people.
Nice.
No, 265 people. Sorry, I got 100. I don't know. 265 people. Yes, and it's still growing.
Tell them to say what's up so they can get some shout outs or something.
Yes. Definitely listen to us. Comment, respond. We'll respond as much as we can. Definitely check us out there. Most of our, like, when we do pay-per-views, we do live feed, we do live polls, and we do have live discussions and stuff during the pay-per-views only. I do not let it be result like I don't do live coverage.
Yeah.
So watch.
Spoil. Yeah,
exactly. So I don't let people spoil, and I think a lot of people like that. I got a very big compliment by a couple of members. They like the fact that it's really chilled and that everyone could talk without having someone cursing them out for not liking someone or not like that. So I'm very proud of that, and we work hard to keep it that way.
Yeah, listen, in today's climate, we have to keep it safe and sane.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm probably the only one that I've seen on the boards. Our fucking board is the only one that don't do fucking live coverage.
And people really like it though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I was like, I'm giving you guys, I want people to watch.
Yes.
And then you could complain. Don't complain and without having to watch it. And that was something that some people did piss me off when they do it. They were fucking bitch about it. Like, but did you watch it? No. What the fuck are you complaining for?
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing. That is a big thing.
I like people watching it, so that's why I pushed for that. Like, watched it, and then we'll talk about it. I'll put the poll in the morning, and then everyone discusses about the show.
Okay, cool.
Yep. But yeah, the Wrestling Battle Facebook board is really red hot right now. You can also follow our Red Cycle Inc. board, which is our everything entertainment wise on Facebook as well, which we're going almost 300 people on that one.
All right.
Follow us on Twitter, Recycle Inc., Mark with the Mic, SoundCloud, Mark with the Mic and Recycle.
Definitely. Yes, definitely.
YouTube, Recycle Inc., and Mark with the Mic. I just uploaded Injustice videos. You just
I watched the Donatello's. Yo, man, what's up them combos, dog? You beat the hell out of this out of everybody.
And then also you're up to episode 26 of Mass Effect.
Yes.
Stuff you check it out.
I think that was Miranda's loyalty mission.
Miranda.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that character exists. You just look at her, it's just like, what the? Come on, all right.
You know what? I'll talk about that more in the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Stay tuned for that. Definitely check us out and everything. We appreciate you liking and subscribing and everything like that. And see you next week. We'll have a Elimination Chamber preview show.
All right.
And always remember, follow Jenkins.
With sandwiches.
Yes.